Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is ManTheMaker, and welcome to a new Let's Play for Civilization 4 Caveman to Cosmos. This is I'm not gonna say total conversion mod, but essentially reworks the entire game to such a ridiculous extent that it might as well be, to Civilization 4. Essentially, it takes you from prehistoric times, the very dawning of civilization, all the way into space. It is a very long, detailed, complex mod. And full disclosure, I have never played it. So my idea here is this is going to be a total noob's attempt to grapple with such a complex game. Now, I do have experience with Civilization 4. I played it a lot back in the day. Excuse me. I played it a lot back in the day. I played all of the Civilizations a lot. It's been a long time. It's been a while since I've actually played Civ 4. And I've wanted to play this game for a long time, but I didn't have Civ 4 until somewhat recently. And as soon as I saw it on sale, I was like, I'm getting it. I want to do Caveman to Cosmos. I don't care if I don't know how to play it. I'm going to try. And so, you know, don't expect top-level Caveman to Cosmos strategies in this game. I have watched a few Let's Plays of people playing it, but not even going that far into the game. And there's just so much going on that I don't, you know, I just don't, my breadth of knowledge on this game is just minimal. So I'm gonna just go in and have fun and see what I can do. Will I die? Possibly. Will the game crash? Also possibly. I know it's a very resource hog of a mod, and I am running this. I play it on a Mac, but I'm using a wineskin to get the mod to work. So who knows what should happen. It's going to be a long game as well, I should say. But with all that being said, we're going to dive in. We are going to do single player, of course. Custom game. We are going to do C2C continents, standard map size, sea level medium, starting in the prehistoric era. I'm going to do it on marathon. This is kind of like the recommended speed, I think. Maybe snail or eons, but we're going to do marathon. Everything else, I'm going to pretty much keep at default. Advanced diplomacy. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it, keep everything on default. Don't know what most of these means. There's a lot. There is a lot here. As you can see, this is just the special options screen. So we're not going to change that. We're going to leave all of the victory conditions on. As I said, it's likely that I will lose. And who are we going to play? So I looked through a little bit and was, again, completely overwhelmed by the things that they do. But in homage to my wife, we are going to take... Where are you? Suleiman the Magnificent. My wife is Turkish, and he is leader of the Ottomans. Philosophical expansion and anti-clerical. What do those things do? Hard to explain. I know expansion gives you extra health. I'll just say that. I'm definitely picking this just because of the reasons I stated. We are going to just do it on Prince, just kind of a normal, middle of the road. I often do it on, like, you know, I like to play on high difficulties, even if it means I lose. But I have a feeling that Prince, even Prince, might be difficult for me. And, you know, I'm just playing this, I'm playing this to have fun. I want to experience the game, and I hope that you come along and you experience it with me. So everything else is going to be random, including races and their leaders and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and launch the game. So as I said, this game has expanded on so much, so unbelievably much. It is, I should probably move my mic a little bit. There we go. So much. The techs, the abilities of units, how slow-paced everything is. Like, for example, you're going to notice this pretty quickly. Your cities are not going to grow. We are starting from the very base. We are humans who are barely holding on as a species. You know, this is our first time that we're actually settling in one place. And, you know, the world out there is scary. There are animals. There are other tribes of Homo sapiens. There are Neanderthals. It's gonna be dangerous, and you know, I'm not afraid. If you've seen my other videos, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of getting my butt kicked. So here we are. The dawn of man. The sun rises on the year 200,000 BC. Since time immemorial, the Turkish people have lived a nomadic life. After years of wandering, they are ready to settle down and found your first city. Burgess, your people have vested, that is a holdover. But I guess we're going to stick with that name. Burgess, your people have vested absolute power in you, trusting that you can build a civilization to stand the test of time. No unique units, no unique buildings. You don't get that in this mod. We're going to go ahead and continue. This mod is awesome. Just have fun. We will be trying. So here we are. We start right over here. We've got a band of Homo sapiens and a stone thrower. So this is our settler. This is our settler unit. If we consider about where to start, it's recommending I move up there. I know caves are really good. I know that much. Alas, we have no caves. I also know that food is less important in the beginning. Hammers are the most important. So the question is, do we try and move up here? Or do we settle where we are? I think we are going to stay here. 2 food, 2 hammers. Sure, we're just going to stay here. We'll build our city, the city of Istanbul. We'll receive 184 gold from that little goody hut that was right there. And what would you like to build in this city? So we can build 2 units, just basic melee military unit, and a stone thrower. They have the same strength. I don't know the bonuses. Also, we've got 2 buildings available to us. Alpha male, recommended to be your first or second building. Gives us extra production. Alpha female gives us extra food. Also -2 to a thing there and -2 to a thing there. Well, we'll look into what that does when we look at our city itself. We're going to start with the production. As I said, food does not make so much of a difference. Is this? There we go. So, we can look. Where is it? I guess. Interesting. That screen is not there. We are going to work here, right? Growth in 186 turns, or give us an extra production. I think I'd rather have the production. We will lose one gold, but I'm happy to start with the production right off the bat. I had thought that there was going to be a screen here that showed us some other things, but perhaps that's not right off the bat. So we're not going to worry about it. We get a tribal guardian as a unit, 2 strength. We will use him to... Oh, he can't leave. So you will just fortify. We can set his status to force marched. So we can do forced march, okay. We can also do quick march. So it makes them much weaker, but you can move them faster. Build up. Gain additional auto promotion from the next level on that line for each round. The unit stays building up the abilities. Well, let's build up fortifications for him. Promotion line. Of course. Here we have a stone thrower. What it can do? Automate protect. Okay, we can do the force march. All this is kind of normal. Automate hunt, city defense, border patrol. We're going to explore. And there you have it. The end of our first turn. Oh, we can pick tech. We can pick tech. But it seems like... oh, there we go. Took a little bit slow in loading up the menus here, apparently. We'll have to bear that in mind. There's the government. Lots of government situations there, you can see. Military advisor. Just gonna kind of poke through. Actually, don't want to do this. Wow, quite slow to load this stuff. Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead and end our turn. Got a little man running. We have Istanbul established. Next turn, we're going to take a look at some technologies. Let's see the big picture. I expect this is going to take a little bit of time as well. Here is the tech tree. Boom. Yeah, as I said, they have expanded quite a bit. Looks like it ends with AI as the top level technology. Interesting, but we are, of course, way back here. We can pick two things: nomadic lifestyle or language. Extra happiness enables a native language, which is a civic of some kind. Also allows certain buildings. Bonus to culture, wonders. If you have certain wonders, apparently these are all wonders of nature. And then there's nomadic lifestyle. We could build a wanderer, Neanderthal wanderer, if we have a Neanderthal. Gives certain promotions, which we would not be able to get otherwise. I guess the question is, what would we want to go into in the future? Childcare hut seems useful. Wet nurse hut, extra health. I know health is a concern. Controlled fire gives a fire pit, also health. Cave dwelling can be useful. We do not have any caves, so it's not actually going to help us, but that would be quite nice. I feel like we should go into language. Let's get language. Sure. There's a lot to parse there. We're not going to worry about it. I want to take a look at the city again. I feel like I'm... There we go. So as you can see, there are certain factors here. Disease, crime, education, water pollution, and air pollution. These have some kind of effect. I actually don't know what they do, but we can probably have some kind of idea. Education may give us more science. We're letting off fireworks in the park. Crime gives some kind of corruption or detriment to happiness and wealth. Disease gives a detriment to health. We are actually not unhealthy at the moment. But we are still going to continue building our alpha male. Stagnant growth is fine. If I switch this back, it'll go to 4. But 610 turns until we grow. You see, like, it's hardly worth it. So we'll just go for the alpha male. And we're not going to worry about that stuff until we can actually do anything about it. Uluru has been discovered. Perhaps that is I believe that's a natural wonder. We are the Ottoman Empire. Got some cacti down here. Alright, we can just end our turn. And it's, it's expected to be a slow-paced game. we'll just continue exploring. Oh, a goody hut. Excellent. We can just end our turn. Something else has been discovered in a faraway land. We have built our alpha male. So we are going to just jump right into alpha female as well. Now, our alpha male will make it so crime goes up a little bit slower, as he gives -2 to crime. She will give -2 to disease. So, you know, I guess that's useful. We don't want to have too high of crime and disease, I suppose. Let's pick up this goody hut. Extra research towards language. We're going to get it next turn. Wonderful. Currently maxed out with our income all going into research, which seems fine. Animal myth requirement has been built by the citizens of Istanbul. We have discovered language, so we can now implement the civic native language. Let's see what the heck that does. Wish it wasn't so slow to open up these menus, but that's fine. We are going to look for language. Perhaps. There we go. So right now we have no language. +1 unhealthiness. -1 health. This gets rid of that and gives bonus culture and science. Heck yeah, we're going to do it. 0 turns for revolution. We'll go right into that. And let's see the big picture once again. So we do have language. We could start working down towards, say, cooperation, childcare hut, wet nurses hut. I guess that's primarily what we would be going for. Herbalism. You get a wise woman. She heals things. Interesting. But we need wild herbs. Neanderthal wise woman. Lichen gatherer. Wild herbs. So this gives some health and some production. -1 to disease as well. Controlled fire. Interesting. Myth fire. Free myth effect fire in every city. Which gives 1 extra science. Reveals charcoal. Papuan cannibal. Pygmy warrior. Earthworm gatherer. So these all give -1 to health, but +1 to food. Interesting. Cave dwelling is not really going to be useful to us. Tree hollow. Culture Neanderthal. Things that might be useful. I imagine tool making to be fairly useful at some point. Persistence hunting, probably also very good. Oral tradition is extra happiness. A storyteller. Knowledge inheritance. +2 education. So this seems pretty good to go towards that. But I think we're also just gonna get nomadic lifestyle or deception. Deception gives us an exile. Helps thwart rival spies. An attack without declaring war. We get 2 of them. Can enter all cities peaceably. Starts with industrial espionage morale. We also get a watcher. Interesting. A little guard unit. Exile practices. Can spawn a barbarian exile. Gives -2 to crime. Lookout post. And then a bunch of promotions. Build up cleverness. Schemes. Interesting. Additional 0.2% insidiousness. Interesting. I think we're going to go towards gathering, though, next.
Language is not only the vehicle of thought, it is a great and efficient instrument in thinking.
All right, we got language. Stinging insults. No idea what this stuff exactly is for. Gives taunt chance. Go to educate on the education promotion line. Well, okay. And now we have an animal myth requirement. Doesn't do anything, but I guess it allows us to do something with animal myth. Oh, we've got some disease here. And homelessness. Huh. That's not good. Culture, Middle Eastern, civic militia. Okay. We're just going to keep on exploring. Have adopted native language. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And keep on just poking around out here. See, this is caves. Would have been nice to build here, though it's not really a nice area to live. But I do know caves give massive bonuses and are quite good. We're not going to be building another city for a long time, though, so no real sense in that. We have constructed alpha female. So she will help us with our disease and a little bit of health. This will help us with education and culture. Conversely, we could also build another military unit. Let's get... The common discussions is a prehistoric era building that raises cities' education generation and culture production. I think I want to pop out a brute first. I want to do that. And we're going to continue on. We have trained a brute. We'll just jump right into the community discussion. Yes, carry on. So we can say, use you to explore. We can also do build up, fortifications, or restful recovery, self-healing. Oh, no. So that, I don't think that's permanent, right? That just means that they will get bonuses to that the longer that they are in that state. You can continue to explore around. This would be a nice place for a city. We'll go ahead and just end the turn here. Turn times are not too long. It is very early in the game, and I think they can get quite long at some point. But for now, it's okay. Another goodie hut. We're going to pop up here and continue exploring. At some point, we're going to start seeing some animals, perhaps some other humans, maybe Neanderthals. I don't know.
A nomad, I will remain for life, in love with distant and uncharted places.
Thank you, Grimmeth. He's actually he's a YouTuber and someone who I saw play this game and how I first discovered the mod. That was years ago. So I'm happy to finally be joining such auspicious ranks. We can now build Wanderers and Neanderthal Wanderers. Not sure why we would build a Wanderer, but okay. Just keep on exploring around. We're going to come and snag up this goodie hut when we can. Still got nice and peace and quiet. This is a totally customizable mod. Show options, but am I actually going to do anything here? No, I am, wow, yeah. There's a lot going on here. Too much for me. Too much for little old me. Let's just grab this. 55 research towards gathering. Wonderful. So all is quiet. Which I suppose is good. We are gaining some food now. But again, our unhealthiness is going to start rising up pretty quickly. Ooh. Devil's Table. The southern portion of the state of Rhineland-Pfalz in southwestern Germany has lots of rocky mountainous areas, having rock tower spires, something akin to rocky areas of Arizona. Unlike dry desert landscape in Arizona, this area in Germany is lush green with vegetation. Most of the sandstone towers, spires in this area are connected to some hill or mountain in their back by a long ridge. However, few pillars in Kaltenbach-Hinterweidenthal region are topped by flat balanced stones which seem to defy gravity. Local people call these devil's tables or Teufelstisch. Interesting. Oh, we've discovered something. Oh, we got 200 gold for that. That's cool. I'm gonna pop over here. Seems very quiet. But soon our people will be engaging in community discussions. For now, we are just talking with one person at a time, which is fine for now. Let's see the big picture. I think I had already selected what I wanted, and I think it was... Oh, we got gathering. Okay, I'm tempted to go into cooperation and look at these things that will help with our disease problems. Herbalism can also be good, helps with the disease, gives health, reveals a bunch of stuff. Scavenging might be useful as well. Carrion, tide pools, they all give minus to health. Weaving or cave dwelling. I'm tempted at this point. Let's go into cooperation. We want to be a cooperative people. So we're going to work through deception and then go into cooperation.
For man, autumn is a time of harvest, of gathering together. For nature, it is a time of sowing, of scattering abroad.
Edwin Watt Teal. All right, well, maybe we have a gatherer. I don't know. We can gather grains and build different kinds of gatherers, as well as these forced things. Don't really know what that means. And reveals a whole bunch of stuff. Did it reveal anything for us? Doesn't look like anything in our immediate vicinity, but we did get a gatherer. Can you do anything? Or do you perhaps need a specific thing to gather? Perhaps. We're gonna have you go around this way. Might as well explore the whole island because it looks like we are alone, which is interesting. And before I take this turn, I am actually going to go and cut this episode here. I'm very excited by the prospects of digging much deeper into this game and seeing what it has to offer. If you have any advice, please leave it in the comments. As I said, I'm basically a complete noob, swinging in the dark, but I'm here for the discovery, the exploration. Even if I don't play as well as I could, which I usually, I like to do my research, I decided this time to just dive in and see what happens. So I'm going to record a couple of episodes. So if you tell me something, to do something next turn, it's unlikely that's going to happen, but I will be keeping my eye on this. And I'll be grateful for any tips that anybody might leave. If you like this series, if you like this game, please do like it. And if you like me, subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to help me out. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you are too. My name is ManTheMaker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.